everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing an updated plant collection. Hopefully it goes okay. I literally spent like 30-45 minutes just trying to put the majority of my plants in one place. It's been a process, I will not lie. I probably should have watched the last plant video I made before filming this, but I just wanted it to be really casual. I'm just kind of catching you up on how those plants are doing, what new plants I have. Yeah, so basically I'm just gonna be showing you what plants I have. Also, my mom is mowing outside. We'll wait for that to pass. Hopefully it passes. Maybe it won't pass. So how have you been?
It'll be fine, it's fine, we're waiting.
Now my dog is barking. So I'm basically just going to be catching you guys up on how the plants from my last video are doing, showing you the new plants that I have, and hopefully sharing some decent care tips and things that I've learned along the way. There's definitely always going to be a ton to learn with plants. Every plant is so different and I'm really still in the process of learning. I would say I've had most of my plants that I have now for the last like 2 or 3 years. I didn't think it had been that long until I was trying to look for like growth progress photos from a long time ago, because if I'm being honest, I don't take those really. I just kind of every now and then take a photo of it when I first get it because I'm like, woo, got a new plant. And then I never take any other pictures. But one of them popped up in my memories the other day, and I've apparently had a good portion of these plants for several years now. So hopefully that means something to you as a viewer. I'm proud that I've kept them alive. Let's just get into it, shall we? So my first little plant baby is this guy over here. It is my Monstera plant, or split leaf philodendron, or Swiss cheese plant, whatever you want to call it. I know it has a bunch of different names. It's so pretty. It has a lot of new growth. It's been in a lot of my previous videos, and unfortunately, it developed root rot not long after me getting it. I was following all of the books and articles I'd read on how to care for these plants, and they said to water it weekly, and it developed root rot, which was very frustrating because these plants are kind of hard to find, and this one in particular was so big and beautiful. I found it at my local farmer's market, and I was absolutely heartbroken. So I decided rather than just chucking it, I would try to fix the roots, trim it up, and propagate it. So that is what I have been doing for probably the last month or two. A couple of the leaves, as you can see here, are definitely still a little droopier, but the majority of them that are out of frame are so perky and healthy. I've had probably 10 new leaves spring up in the last like 2 weeks, which is insane and great. I think I made like 5 cuttings of it, so I have 4 sitting in vases in this basket to kind of make it look like it's still a potted plant. And then one of the younger cuttings over there, the aerial roots are like insane. It has grown so much, and I think I'll be able to repot it soon. They're such a trendy plant right now, but like they're genuinely one of my favorites and a little trickier to take care of, but super great. I love it. It's so pretty. Should I start with some smaller plants next so I can pick them up and show you? Probably. So this little guy, oh, they're kind of dusty. So this pot I just bought for like $2 on sale in Urban the other day. It's so cute. It's like terracotta with star imprints and a moon and a sun. And I actually left the plant's other pot inside of it that it came in. But Judah's mom actually picked this up for me, which was so sweet of her. She knows how much I love plants. And it's just a little succulent. I'm honestly not sure what kind it is, but it's super cute and pretty. I have a much more difficult time with succulents than houseplants, ironically. Everyone says they're the easiest, but I find that because they're desert plants, the watering schedule is a lot trickier to figure out for for me because the idea with succulents, well, the idea with any plant really, is that you want to mimic the environment it would naturally be in. So succulents are desert plants, which means there's basically no rain, no water. It's super hot and dry, but then every now and then there's a torrential downpour. So with succulents, your goal is to barely water them at all, but when you do, soak it and then let it dry completely before the next watering. And I've gotten a lot better with that. Most of my succulents now are very happy since I figured that out, and all of my houseplants too, just because I kind of know why their watering schedule is what it is. But succulents definitely are trickier for me because houseplants I can look at and see when they start to droop a little, and that's usually when I water them and they perk back up, so I know I've not overwatered or underwatered them. But this one has been super good and easy, and I think it's really cute. I really like it. The next plant I want to show you, I am so excited about. I've wanted one of these for so long. It is a Pylea Peperomia, not sure exactly how you say it. I have it on this really gorgeous planter from Target. She is doing great. She's grown a bunch already, and I've only had her for maybe like a month or so. Its little leaves remind me so much of lily pads. This is another plant that's a little harder to come by. I found it at a plant nursery in Durham. That's one of my favorites ever. It's a pretty good drive for me, but if you're in North Carolina, it's honestly such a great nursery. I'm blanking on the name. Let me find it. If you want to make the drive, so worth it. They have so many rare plants. Oh, wow, I sound like such a nerd. But no, really, they have such great plants. The people there are so nice. They will tell you anything you need to know about taking care of your plants. They have cats that walk around that are just precious. It is Gunter's Greenhouse in Durham, North Carolina. It is a cute little family-owned plant nursery, and I love it. So that's where I found that one. Literally one of my favorite plants at the moment. I think it's so cute, and it makes my soul very happy. This little guy, I actually usually have sitting in its basket on top of this little like plant stand that I got from a different pot that was in like the dollar section at Target. But it is just a peperomioid. So the one I just showed you, oh, is that right? Yes. I'm pretty sure that's a Pylea Peperomia. This is a peperomioid. Wait, I need to look this up. I think that's a Pylea Peperomioid. This is a peperomia. Yes, okay. This is actually a Pylea Peperomioid, not a Pylea Peperomia. So this is a peperomia. When I got it, I actually thought for some reason that it was a Pylea Peperomioid, but this is a peperomia, very different. And I really like it. I got it literally on a trip back from South Carolina with Serena. We stopped at IKEA, and how cute is this basket, first of all? I got the basket from IKEA when we went, and I got this plant from IKEA when we went. It kind of reminds me of a pothos. This one in particular is variegated, so it's got some nice little variegated leaves. I don't really know what to say about it. It's cute. I like it. So next up, I have this little cacti here. So this little guy is actually in a toothbrush holder, I think is what this was. I thrifted it. It's just a standard little cacti. I think that there is a particular term for this that I'm just blanking on right now. I'll try to put it on the screen though if I remember. He kind of likes to grow at an angle right now. And I have this little like pick in here for him to grow against to try to like correct that. This little guy is in an old yogurt jar that I cleaned out. And I think if you're a beginner with plants, honestly, clear glasses like this are the best thing you can do because you can see the soil all the way down and the rocks and tell like if you're getting good drainage when you water it, if you're thoroughly soaking the plant, if you're putting in too much water. It just really helps you to be able to see what you're doing. And the plant I have in here is another little succulent that is so cute. Not sure the particular name of this one either. I am so sorry. I'll try to figure them all out and put them up. But it actually came out of a set of succulents that Judah got me when he asked me to prom my junior year of high school. So this little guy is going strong. The rest of the succulents in that pot did not do as well. So I rescued this one and I repotted it into this, and it's been doing much better. This is also another little set of succulents that Judah got me when he asked me to prom. It's doing really well, actually. These guys look a little wrinkly. I think I need to water this one again soon. These are just a bunch of the fibrous roots. There's nothing wrong with those. I just leave them. I'm running out of things that I've actually moved over here. So in a minute, I'll start talking about the ones that I didn't move from around my room and like insert clips of them. This little guy is another cactus I have. He keeps falling over because I don't know what it is. The soil just always compresses in this pot. I don't know. I need to fill it back up. It's just a cute little fuzzy cactus. It's actually pretty like pokey. I mean, most cacti are, as you would assume, but this one in particular, I have to be very careful with. There have been multiple times where I've tried to fix the soil in it and it has stabbed me underneath my nail. Even if I am wearing gardening gloves. She's feisty, but we love her because when she blooms, she is gorgeous. She has these pretty little hot pink flowers. Why do I keep saying she? I'm so sorry. This is my rubber plant. I'm pretty sure I got this on my 18th birthday, which is cool. So this is another one that I've had for a year and a half now. It's just beautiful. You can see like maybe some of those little white spotty looking things. That is nothing to worry about. It's just where water has kind of gotten caught on the leaves when I've watered it and it leaves that residue. Yeah, it won't hurt the plant at all. It just doesn't look the nicest when you see it right up close. Not all of the leaves have that, but just a couple on that side I got water on when I was watering it. But it's beautiful. It's a happy little rubber plant. I love it. Oh, the pot for this one is from Target. The stand it's on is also from Target. What's next? All right. So as you can see, this one is a bit bigger. So this is my satin pothos plant. This pot, you can see it better on the back because the plant's not covering it as much, but it is so gorgeous. It came with a plant stand, which I don't use because I have it on my dresser, but I also got this one from Target. It's got a drainage hole. It's great. I think it looks amazing with the plant. Usually I stick to just neutral colored pots. So this and the Pylea plant are two of mine that actually have really pretty colored pots with stands, and I love that. I think it looks so gorgeous with it. You can see it's just got beautiful variegated leaves. I love the color of it. Like most of my pothos are a bright green color. They're just regular pothos. And I love that too, but I just think this one is so unique and pretty. And I think it's called satin because the texture of the leaves are a little bit different than a normal pothos. I wouldn't describe them as satiny necessarily, but they're nice. They're just a little thicker than your average pothos leaf. But if you are a beginner, pothos are genuinely the easiest plant. Like I would say more than a succulent for sure. They are the easiest houseplant to take care of. They grow crazy fast. Like this one, when I bought it, within the first week or two, it had grown from not even being past the pot anywhere, way down. I can't even fit the whole thing in frame. And then when they get that long, you can trim them and propagate them, which I've done in several places around my room. Not with this one, but I will show you some clips of all of my regular pothos plants. I have one propagating over here, one over by my bed that I leave hanging in an old jam jar, and a macrame hanger I bought off of Amazon. I have a giant one in my corner in a pot and macrame hanger from Target. That is one of my oldest plants. It is a regular pothos plant and it is gorgeous. It's so long and healthy and beautiful, and I just love having it over there. It makes me so happy. Judah helped me hang it from like the corner of my wall. You've got to have one of those, what are they called? It's a specific kind of beam. I don't know, I'm forgetting right now, but I didn't have one of those in the right spot on my ceiling, so he helped me hang it. He took like an hour or two out of his day while I wrote a school paper because he is a saint and I love him. Thank you, Judah. It makes me happy every single time I look at it. Then over by my window, I have a few more plants in glass containers. I still have both of the air plants from my last video. The one up by the vent is still not doing so hot, but Air plants are very interesting. They literally just need air. You mist them every now and again and they're fine. They don't need soil, barely need water. That would be another great beginner's plant if you're looking for something simple. Then I have a little cacti over on that wall as well. And then I have my gorgeous string of pearls plant. I love this plant so much. They're very slow growing, a little trickier to take care of, but if you manage to find one, I found mine at a local farmer's market and it wasn't that expensive. It was a little smaller when I bought it, but I love it. I just think it's gorgeous. It always lets me know when I need to water it because the little pearl-shaped beads that grow on it start to shrivel. And then as soon as I water it, they fill back up into these beautiful perky little pearl shapes. Then hanging over by my window, I have my donkey tail plant, which I am obsessed with and love. It has grown really quick. It's actually 3 individual donkey tails that I planted together and they're doing great. Pretty easy to take care of though. I've never had any issues with it. Again, kind of with my string of pearls plant, but the succulent just kind of starts to look a little more shriveled and I water it and it perks right back up. The pot that it's in is from Michael's, I believe. My last plant is also in a pot from Michael's. It's not doing as well. I had a feeling it wouldn't once I repotted it in there because I think the pot was a little too small for it, but it's still super gorgeous. Not sure exactly what kind of succulent it is, but it's grown enough that it started like kind of just curling over. I think that that was another succulent that Judah's mom got me, or maybe it was Miriam. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure one of the lovely Sargent family members gave it to me and I think it's beautiful. It's the only succulent like that I've had that has actually started to grow that much and grow over. But like I said, it's starting to wilt a bit and has definitely slowed down growing, so we'll see. It's very much a growing process when you have plants, but it's so rewarding. I love having plants. For me, having all of these plants is very therapeutic. I love taking care of them. I love learning about them, and one day when I have my own house, because all of these are just kind of shoved into the corners of my room right now, I want to have a nice little sunroom or maybe a small greenhouse where I can just put all of them and have a happy little plant home. These are like my sad little grandma dreams that I have as a 19-year-old. Yeah, so that is my plant collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked my plants. I like my plants a lot, so I enjoyed showing them to you. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. Just comment them down below. I may not know the answer, but I would certainly love to try to help, because I know sometimes it's hard to find the information you need on the internet. So definitely leave a comment below. I would love to talk to you about your plants, or just if you want to get plants. Let's have a nice little conversation. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Guys, I forgot one more plant. It's a zebra aloe vera. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's really cute. I keep it in this little other thing I thrifted near my bed. Yay, tour.
I was wondering if maybe you'd like to go to the beach and maybe get a coffee after or something.